Oh, so cryptocurrency is not done when it comes down to space and time, you know. But get to imagine the fact that where does the cash flow, where does the currency come from? It comes from the mirror world, you know. It comes from the artificial etheric world that resides behind the veil. It's not tethered to mankind physically through the element, you know. So cryptocurrency mines like Bitcoin or to was it Ethereum, and there are more that mine their currency. If you put a computer, if you have a computer, I believe it was with a computer, you put it on, you have it mining. It takes about 7.5 days or so till you get the coin, you know. At a certain output of energy, so energy goes in, current goes in, energy, time energy, get to a time energy. So time and raw material that's needed like coal or to get this uranium this or whatever kinds of more of a so coal anyway. Still the most of the am I right about this? So raw material goes in to Ethereum and Bitcoin, all these cryptocurrency to this new applications. Energy goes in, and what comes out? An etheric coin, etheric coin, you know. And this should this has a certain value to it in our current day society's monetary system, you know. So you get I don't know how much a Bitcoin costs. I have no clue. Let's say it's 50 euros. You thwart, in essence, you make void the monetary system of the normal banking ways, you know. But the elite of this world want off of banking as it is. They want to go to Bitcoin. They want to go to cryptocurrency, as you can see with the patent number 2020-060606, listed by no other than Bill Gates himself. The gates of hell, you know. 666. So to get this, it's not bound in time and space, you know. In current day society's cash, like the cash that you can have in hand, coins or bills, they get printed by the dozens, by the hundreds at the same time, you know, or they get stamped by a machine, the coins, a few hundred, or a few dozen at a time. I'm pretty sure this can even be improved by having people have it done by people themselves. The printing too, the stamping of the coins. Stick it to it, this coins, you know. The coins to it buy more time and space than bills. Because they're metal. Oh wow. Cryptocurrency does none of that, you know. It doesn't bind time and space. It doesn't do that. It thwarts time and space. It makes it even more festivus in the world that we live. More entrainment goes to the other world, to the mirror world, to have artificial intelligence be read into life. Cryptocurrency is one of the essential parts of artificial intelligence to be read into life. Because why? The mind's eye of you holds value, has value. Is it the mind's eye? Yeah, the mind's eye. Mind's eye holds value to your deposit, to your bank account of Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever. But it's not 100% sure that those coins will remain to be. Power outage, it could be power outage. For instance, a supernova would hit the planet, It would fry the circuitry of all these data centers, and you would lose your money, Physical currency would not lose this. Real geld, I'm not sure what it's called in English, but digital money, because we've got a bank account, we can pay with a credit card without having to withdraw cash first. It's not good either, is it? We should go back to cash 100%, The spores of salt, the salt, yes, salt. Oh, salt really has the salt comes from light, Salt comes from light, not from elements. It comes from light. And it holds a specific, just to get the resonant frequency to it, That's why in the Himalayas, after all these deluges of rinsing time and space, high up in the Himalayas is where the Buddhist monks, the Tibetan monks, I'm not sure if they're Buddhists, maybe I'm calling them names now, I'm not sure, but these Tibetan monks could attain the rainbow body. The body would, when they were in nirvana, when they attained nirvana, or the heightened bliss state of being during meditation, their body would shrink and they would have the colors of a rainbow, That's how the legend goes, and that's how the story goes, and it's been documented, so it has happened many times over. But this can be done because of the fact that the salt that the Himalayas are covered with are deposited every single time the cycle ends. But it doesn't overthrow the Himalayas truly. It's like a bathtub, and the Himalayas are like the edge of the bathtub, so to say, So salt gets to be washed onto the rocks, the mountainous terrain, and gets set off. But the Himalayas themselves are not being drenched. They're not being overflown by water. So this means that elementally these Himalaya mountains are not being reset, Are they being reset? So the colors. No. Lower terrain, which is in the case of valleys, and the Netherlands, for instance, really obvious, would be washed away, It would be elementally reset. But not the Himalayas. Anyway, so this quantum entrainment happens when you pick a bill or a coin. The coin gets tainted, or the bill gets tainted on a microscopic level, maybe even. Doesn't matter, but etherically it is tainted by your fingerprint, so to say, as an individual. And this bill or this coin will flow through society and will be held by many other people's hands. And this binds, in essence, this binds time and space. Well, cryptocurrency does none of that. The opposite even, it thwarts time and space, because what I said, I had a friend of mine, Arjen, what's his name, he was into cryptocurrency too. He had for about 50,000, 60,000 euros on his account. And within a moment's notice, for some reason, he lost everything, This doesn't happen to normal money without you spending it. It doesn't happen to that. The chances of you hitting rock bottom with cryptocurrency are a lot higher than normal money, But to get the normal money, so I'll say, so I'll call it so. Normal money is way more stagnant. That's the truth. It's really hard to invest these days. People are running out of ideas. The world is running out of ideas because all of the patents that the elite of this world have taken for themselves and have reared their technology into becoming more of themselves in black budget projects. But to man's public eye, all these technologies, all these new forms of potential investment are being drawn away from society. You know? So this makes for a stale economy. To get to do this, you know. But then I come across to get to this. I come across to this, you know, get to the path of many people. I come with new ideas, you know. Crystals, they can be used for technology, for purposes, technological purposes in the future to come, or now even already, you know. Now we've already, so the colors. And Ayakoa, for instance. Do this. Anyways, cryptocurrency is not done. They should halt this at whatever cost. People should draw back from cryptocurrency, go back to the normal ways, normal cash, normal money, the normal monetary system, which will change in the future too, I promise. But it's far safer for us as a collective because the odds are that artificial intelligence gets to be reared into life. And why is this? Because in the mind's eye, people cherish that which they got in a bank account, you know. But if you all of a sudden lose it, you become emotional about this, you know. You become emotional about this. This is because emotions, so it goes. It was emotion, you know. Fuck, no, fuck, and you think of your debt, of your cash, or the money that you lost into the ether, the artificial ether, into the void, in essence. And there the entrainment goes. There the entrainment goes into the void. Your thought processes go into the void, and that's where Lilith resides. You know, that's where Saturn resides. Because what is the void? It's the counter spin of the clock. It is the opposite of that which where we live. You know, the void always is the opposite of a normal ordained time-space zone. It's the void to do with the going backwards of time in no space. There's no space. There's just time that goes backwards. This is the truth. Show the colors. Yes. How it is. There is no space. There's only time going backwards. And that's Saturn for you. The cube, you know. It spins counterclockwise to the storm at the North Pole, dubbed the Chronos, the deity of time, to get this Saturnus, you know. Chronos, Saturnus, deity of time. The Romans portrayed him in a mirror too, in a mirror, you know, with a scythe. Grim Reaper is him too. To this, you know. So I look at myself in the mirror, you know. Do this, I see myself the same as I normally see myself. But can you read this? No. Oh no, you can. No. Oh well. Hey, it's mirrored nonetheless, you know. I do. Where we are going, I believe, post-ascension, the mirror image of you will flip. It will show you the image that other individuals of the collective hive mind of mankind, as others would perceive you, you would perceive yourself. So you would no longer. Ja, echt waar. Ja, dat gaat echt gebeuren, man. Of niet? Dat is That's what's going to happen. Mirrors are going to change. The mirror image of you changes because we flip in our mind's eye. The right way, we flip the right way. The two hemispheres merge. Like the fiber of mankind, door the halts the matrix and have it become full-fledged. The mirror image of you in the mirror will then mirror your true image as of how other people perceive you. You know, something really bizarre, and it all has to do with time, not with space so much, but with time. This is the truth. So it goes. I think we get this. Yes. Because in the mirror world, light is extremely stagnant. That's why I walk circles constantly, you know. Javelin, 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 nikim. Attahim, javelin, 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 nikim. Indim, javelin, 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 nikim. Attahim, javelin, 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 nikim. Nikim, javelin, 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 nikim. You know, whatever the song that they get to, it's a marching song, you know, for soldiers when they go to a battlefield and they have to walk like 500 kilometers. I'm so tired. Let's do the song. Now I get energy, you know. Javelin, 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 you know. Stick it to it this. Anyways, you shift through your light. You walk through your light. Light lingers in the mirror world. You know, and we're both in the mirror world as we are in the physical, natural world. And the mirror world, you cannot perceive this, because the mirror world is all to do with time. It all has to do with time. It's the same plot of space, but it's time that spins backwards towards the and the only conduit that backward spinning time has is not light, but ether. Only a ether, yes. Not ether, but only a ether. So the colors. Artificial ether, you know. So this backward spin is becoming ever so more extreme, ever so more predominant, that eventually it's going to flip. It's going to have us flip, you know. And this flipping always has to do with this, and you get this artificial intelligence rising up. It's always the end game. I'm not sure if the elite of this world notice that it's going to fail, or that they believe that it's not, that it's going to work, or if they truly are sinisterly plotting to get this, of course, every single reset of the construct, to have it thwarted yet again at the end of the cycle through means of artificial intelligence, you know. Look at this telephone found somewhere, I don't know, across the planet, somewhere, I believe somewhere in Europe or in the Middle East or so. But look at the symbols, and look at this is just another cycle, you know, another cycle of time and space, another cycle of time on the same plot of space. Because what is space? You know, it's dated by Saturn. Drill bits have been found in Scotland of a few million years old, or a footstep with a dinosaur, footprint of a dinosaur with a footprint of a man, of a bipedal hominid, not per se Homo sapiens, but a bipedal hominid nonetheless, that had its footprint inside of the big footprint of the dinosaur, the dragon, you know. There were bullet casings have been found too, of millions of years old, or list goes on, you know. Terra firma you know, the element Earth is tainted by its timelessness, you know. It's timeless. This is the truth. So the scholars. It's timeless, you know. Because of the taint of Saturn, the cube. For us, time spins clockwise. For Saturn, it spins counterclockwise. And for the element Earth, the only element of the six, should I say seven? Should I scholars? The seven then is time and element too. Should I scholars? Should I say eight then? Do this. Eight. Should I scholars? As you know, now there are 8 elements, you know. normal elements. Wind, the fire, water, ether, wind, earth, aether, the flip side. 7 layers to life, sentient life that can perceive, track and trace time and space. Thereafter you get 8, time. All to a significant case, all below the 8 is space, and 9 is light. Those are the elements. Atu. So this indicates the we should stop working with cryptocurrency. I've never been drawn to it. I don't give a rat's ass about money. I don't care at all. I just don't care at all. I'm gonna be a filthy rich man in the future to come. I'm pretty sure, but I just don't care for money. Never have, and I never will. Truly, it's a means to buy things, But isn't this a telltale that civilizations have lived on the planet? You can look up the article on the internet. I'm not gonna now, but this is something special, isn't it? Something really special. Wax, wane, wax, wane, wax, wane. It goes like the horseshoe, This thing you get to like this. Like the horseshoe. Doesn't go full circle. So I'm pretty sure that the storm on Saturn, when the flip happens, stops, and goes spins the other way again. It then starts spinning the other way again. Clockwise. Maybe then it's called Chronos again. I don't know. Maybe then the timeline that this gets started at the Greek are at the helm, or the Phoenicians are at the helm again, and not the Romans. For the Romans truly brought with the change that the New World Order are still, they wanted the New World Order to be established. And they always knew that the planet is, there's another strange story about time and space is, what's it called again? Oak Island, Phoenicians have been there to continue with this. Templars have been there to continue with this. Well, Phoenicians, anyways. Phoenicians who came from the cradle of civilization, from the Middle East. And they just to get to it, this, like 400 AD or so, I'm not sure. So how long the Phoenicians reigned, I'm not going to ask. Let me check the internet. Do this to get to us to get them with this. Type get to Phoenicians time span. From 1515 BCE to 300 BCE. BCE is before Christ, right? Before the Common Era. Oh, okay, yeah. So, this, how did they get there, to Oak Island? Or the murals have been found, the Egyptian murals, hieroglyphs, in a cave in the Grand Canyon. How did they get there? How did coca leaves and marijuana find its way to Egypt? Coca leaves. Not marijuana so much because that grows all over the place, but coca leaves only grow in the North and Southern American continent. Again, something really spectacular. These were the ancient civilizations before the Great Deluge, I'm pretty sure. This Great Deluge is that which cyclically rinses and repeats the construct. I'm being told that is that the end game? Should the colors. Is it artificial intelligence? Should the colors, yes. No big cataclysm, should the colors, yes. Great deluge from the heavens above, should the colors, yes. This has to do with Aquaman. Aquaman, what's the name again of the sign? Do it this, get this. I forgot. Aquaman, we can't do it this. Age of Aquarius, but Aquarius is a wind sign. Where does wind come from? From above. Aquarius comes from above? I thought he came from the oceans. What the flying fuck? So no, Aquarius, stop hailing Aquarius, stop asking for Aquarius to come, and start asking for Ophiuchus to show his face. Ophiuchus is where we're going. The 13th zodiac sign, that's where we're going. Man, to a secret inherit this, as we're being told that we are descendants of the primates, and the snake, the primordial aspect of us, one. That's what Ophiuchus is Serpentarius. Serpentarius, a snake bearer, the man that's got a snake in a basket or a snake with him. This in essence mean, twee, this, and people like me. Am I the only one? Scholars. Many more. Oh. Am I the first? Scholars. There I am. What symbolizes Ophiuchus or Serpentarius symbolizes the coming of the draconic household, the draconic disposition that resides in many souls across the planet at this moment of time in life. I'm being told about 38%, was it? 38%? Should have cost scholars. Can't really say. Should have cost scholars. A lot, anyways. A lot. The percentages per se can't really do a system to get this. Figure that out because it's too diluted still. The time-space zone that we live in is still too thwarted. There are too many artificial, aesthetic influences. This milk into a stickity, so it's hard to lay a finger on that. But I know for a fact that all of the Osanaren, Ouroboros, Ouroboros, dragons, many dragons. Or the city of Wuhan has got almost all of them are dragons too. Can you remember the news bulletin that the Wuhan in the citizens in Wuhan. They were let go of social distancing. They could just hug and snuggle again, and they could kiss one another again in the cheeks if they wanted to, or get this. The coronavirus was not there anymore for some reason, But it's because it's an avian taint. It's not to do with dragons. It's an avian taint. Scholars. Because it's airborne. Scholars. That's why I call it an avian virus, That's why I call it an influenza, scholars, no. Artificially weirded being, scholars, yes. It's been made in the lab, COVID-19, I'm 100% sure. And I could well be the cure, I've went through the octave shift, I've had my two hemispheres merge, I come with a new language that really resonates with a lot of people. Dainiri, Imanri, Awa, Atimiketu, Sikatindevitismiketu, Atimiketu. Stick it to with this. Sticky, Atimiketu, what this, Nuketu, ho, ha. Phoenicia. So, cryptocurrency is not done. Stop using cryptocurrency. You're thwarting time and space, truly. We all need to be here on the Ark. This is the Ark that we're on. The Ark of Noah is the planet with all the megalithic structures, which track and trace the solstices and the celestial heavenly bodies like Giza, for instance, the Pyramid of Giza. Door te get this tracks and traces, Orion's Belt, Angkor Wat, tracks and traces, Draco constellation. Door te get the Stonehenge is built on the solstices. Adam's calendar too, I'm pretty sure. Göbekli Tepe also. All these old standing stones, you know. And elementally, these just give the otherwise wayward element Earth, because of its taint by Saturn, gives it an idea of where to go. It gives it the feeling of what it is, you know, because of the megalithic structures. It was all subconsciously built. Should have called scholars. No, consciously, you know, as the ancient aliens. We came here to construct these constructions, these buildings, to have different alien dispositions come together as one, under one household, the human race. A new bipedal hominid that would rule supreme over this planet, where all these alien dispositions would integrate with, be it Palladian, be it Norse, Nordic, be it Olympian, Asgardian, be it Vedic, be it aquatic, Nemo, be it Draco, be it reptilians, be it whatever. It's all embedded in this vessel of ours, you know, in the DNA, RNA sequence that we have. Stick it to it this new. Stick it to it this new. Get you. I would not get the third shot of COVID-19 if I was you. This is Trinity. This is the third shot. And this would mean that you would be fully energetically connected and embedded in and on the mirror world, so to say, you know. So do not get the third COVID-19 shot. If you go past the third, you cannot then go back. You can go back, but you'll have to do a lot more work. And the danger, the present danger of the fact that you would entrain yourself with Lilith, with the oversoul, in essence the oversoul then of you, because you energetically flip yourself into the mirror world. The oversoul is no longer Gaia, but it would be Lilith, you know. To this in the kid, so you become a projector, because we project the universe, as quantum mechanics, quantum physica tells us. We project our own universe, and then that universe would flip, you know, and the Earth Mother would be kicked off of her pedestal. Gaia would be kicked off her pedestal, and Lilith would take over the place. You know. Artificial intelligence, planet-wide. Planetary conscious bubble that takes over to a CKT. Gaia, you don't want that, do you? So stop investing in cryptocurrency if you're smart. There will be many ways of earning money in the future to come, but you'll have to be, well, do a CKT in the kid is patient. Be patient. Your time will come. We'll truly get to bring into life the Akashic Record, into having more technological solutions be made. Like I said, the effort that people would do, should they print the bills with their hands too? Should the colors. Currency has to be made with the hands, not by machines. So there's going to be a lot of work to be done for the economy ways, you know, central banking. Currency needs to be made with the hand, with sentient life forms, making it with the hand, you know. For this binds time and space even far more thoroughly. And eventually the Pandoran, as I've come to call it, or the Gaba coin. Gaba is a glass dragon. The idea is that we embed crystal with maybe metal and a sheet of glass, like chips or so, you know. This binds time and space even more on a deeper intrinsic level and on a soul's level even, because of the Akashic Record being bound to the currency, you know. So stick it to a disc, like a disc, a few, like a block, no, not a block, but there's a disc or so, or of amethyst, for instance, with glass sheeting over it, and in the middle, for instance, a gold circular. I don't know, whatever we can fashion, we can think of something, but this will truly bind time and space over and over and over and over and over and over en 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 over. Want dat blijven doorgaan dan. Hè? Lol, echt hè? Dat zien. The quantum registering of crystal, if you embed it with currency, it constantly tracks and traces the coin. It knows where it is. The coin itself is sentient. Can you imagine? And I've also got this idea that when you are close in the vicinity of an individual that has had a happening in life and time, just to get this, so you can check the coin, you can check for a holographic projection of it, for a holographic projection. You see a two-dimensional image projected holographically, because that's what you see through a hologram. Because it makes five, yeah, I know. It's from five, so colors, yeah. So you see a 2D image from a 3D projection, so to say. But when you come into the vicinity of that person that coin is etched or belongs to, or the story that goes with the coin. For instance, me, like one little dochter erop. I've been to a battle, to get protected, or I safeguarded some alien race from another alien race that wanted to decimate them, and I saved the day, so to say, So that coin really retains that memory of that day and age. And when I come into the vicinity of that coin, the coin lights up, And then people can truly see the projection of that which transpired in that moment in time in life. There's a snippet, a video of like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 80 seconds. You can project a video of 80 seconds or so, projecting the story as to how I saw it, so the colors, as to how I saw it happening, transpiring. To get this, the other person can see this too. And then this binds time and space on a deeper level even again, because you see it from my first person perception of life and time. And it's unique for another person to see this, All these kinds of things can be embedded in currency and in money where we're going, but not where we are now, folks. So we need to be patient, and we need to stop with cryptocurrency. I'll tell the kid to. I hope it makes sense, Ik ben kappig. I need to get my hair done, There's not a lockdown coming up, so. I will do. Take care.